Welcome back to the Hunt V Breakdown brought to you by Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. We're your hosts, Hunt Voth, Tyler Carpenter, Logan Voth with the day off again. Still busy with baseball. And Carp, we got a lot this week.
It was an exciting week after our last podcast, so I'm excited to dive in this week.
Yes, sir. And we do have quite a few things to bring up today, everybody. Don't worry. We got a lot to bring up. Let's go ahead and start it off. We got March Madness first round and first and second rounds with some upsets in some of those games.
Oh yeah. It
I
was a
think
pretty
I
exciting
think
first round, you know.
yeah.
I exciting first week. Like we talked about last podcast, there was a lot of upsets. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Never thought that NC State and Oakland would be playing in the second round against each other. That was kind of shocking. Do you want to go in on Coach of Kentucky leaving? Get in the hose?
Oh yeah. I didn't really see it, but I did not know he's leaving.
I think that's right. I may be
Hmm.
wrong, but I
Right
thought
or
he got the
wrong.
hose. They're one
Yeah,
and four
for
the past 3 years going out in the first round of the tournament. Kentucky has not been the best team in postseason play the past few years, but I mean, Logan's Iowa or Illinois. They're
I don't
making a
know
run.
how's that gonna look. How's this gonna look Thursday night? Logan's probably gonna be it's gonna be 10 o'clock his time when that game gets started.
I'm excited for that game. That's
Uh-huh.
two powerhouses that have been kind of proving themselves early on in the postseason. I like Iowa State, but Logan's rooting for
Uh,
the Illini. Um, I
uh,
think it's going to be interesting to see what happens on that bracket too with UConn and San Diego State. Uh, as we know, San Diego State made it to the championship last year, so they might be running for a repeat. But going against UConn, that's going to be a tough game too.
yeah, a lot of tough games. The best part, Gonzaga beat Kansas,
Amen.
and my uncle Lance was all upset after the game. He was blowing up my phone. He did not like that the game was on CBS because every time I guess they're on CBS, they lose. And he like shot a text to all of us. He goes, 2 words. I do not like 2 words or whatever, but I'm not bringing it up. He's like, he sends an emoji and we're all laughing. He said something like CBS. It
Well, if
was
you
not
remember
good.
last week, we predicted Samford to upset Kansas in the first round, and I mean that was a close game through and
Yeah.
through. Samford almost made the comeback, but I mean I knew, or I definitely thought that Gonzaga was gonna get Kansas. I didn't think it was gonna be a 19-point Gonzaga win. That's kind of crazy going into the Sweet 16 game against Purdue. Purdue's got something to prove after last year, and Edie has kind of been unstoppable. There's really no answer to Edie yet, so I think that's going to be one of the best games on the 29th. So that's on Thursday, I believe, or Friday.
Thursday or Friday, I think.
That's going to be a good game. Alabama might upset UNC too. Like there's a very good chance that we have a 4 seed or a 3 seed, 5 seed even with Gonzaga making it all the way to the championship.
Yeah, yeah, that may happen. Well, UConn's on a roll as well. So is North Carolina, who I actually picked, and not sure who else. I'm not sure about Arizona. Arizona's still on a roll, I think, if I'm
That
right.
that's what I wanted to bring up too. As you and I know, but maybe the viewers don't. We are in a bracket league together, along with a few other of my old teammates. Um, ESPN is projecting you to finish first place, even though you're currently, I think, fifth or sixth in the group. So
Yeah.
good for you. Good for you.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I mean,
Let's hope it doesn't get screwed up. Just bringing that up.
and I think it was also something pretty interesting during the second round. I think it was on the 24th. CBS put out that there was only There was no perfect brackets left, but there was one person that had every single incorrect pick still. And
Oh
the
man.
odds of that happening are just as much as picking every single correct one. So feel bad for that guy, but if he would have just picked different every single pick, he would have been looking pretty good right now for making some money off of this bracket challenge.
Yeah, I think I got that second round correct anyways. Because I was like, I'm gonna have to pick these two in the second round. And then next thing you know, I think I jacked up some of the others. I think, hey, best part, we did pick James Madison. Thank
We
God.
did. We did pick that upset. I was kind of upset with how they played against Duke. Um, I mean, Duke's a good team, but the fact that Duke only scored 64 points in the first round against Vermont, I think it's kind of a bad viewing for James Madison to beat Wisconsin by 9 and then get blown out by 40.
Yeah, not good.
But for the Sweet 16, let's just go in order. I'll read off the teams, and I want to go through what our predictions are for the outcomes of that. Move it on to the Elite Eight.
Yep, we'll go ahead and start that prediction with Tyler Carpenter on that side already. Go right ahead.
So we'll start with the East bracket. First game on the top of it, UConn versus San Diego State. As you touched on earlier, UConn's kind of been unstoppable. Given that they were playing a 9 seed and a 16 seed so far, I think UConn gets this game, and I think they win it probably by double digits.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, I gotta go with UConn on that, and then on the bottom half, I don't know what kind of an upset I'm looking at right there on the whatever side. Oh, the east side. Still,
Illinois,
I
Iowa
think.
State.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I gotta go with an upset, even though I
You're
do
going
not like
you're going
Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah, because I don't know, because I don't. No, I don't. I don't like Illinois, but I'll have to go with them.
Out of all the games for the Sweet 16, I could see this game being one of the only ones that goes to overtime. I do think it's going to be a close game, but I think I got Iowa State. So I'll go against you. I'll take Iowa State.
I've been to Iowa State's facility. Where that is, I forget Ames. Oh yeah, Ames.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay. I'm like, so I don't know. I'm not my choices. I either go Iowa State or Illinois. I don't know. I
No,
don't
I
know who
like
I'll
that.
go. I'm not sure who I'll go with.
It's going to be a toss up for sure. Let's move on to the West. We got North Carolina versus Alabama.
North
Um,
Carolina, baby, I got that.
I do too. I agree with that. I mean, Alabama's been pretty hot recently, but then again, they close game against a 13 seed and a 12 seed. So
Yes.
I think you can't discredit North Carolina in the program they got down there. I'm going North Carolina as well. And then we got Clemson versus Arizona, a 6 versus a 2 seed. What do you think about that one in the West?
Oh, I got Arizona in the Final Four, but I say upset
I
Clemson.
like that pick too. Arizona's been decent all year, but I mean, ACC, right? Or are they SEC?
SEC.
Okay, you got SEC versus Pac-12. Pac-12 is dysfunctional. I'm a CU Bus fan. I got Clemson. Moving along,
Y-
Midwest, we
Yeah,
got Purdue, Gonzaga.
I gotta go Gonzaga.
Okay. See, like I talked about
I do. I'm
earlier,
not a Purdue fan.
I know you aren't. You got that rivalry over in Indiana, but
Yes, sir.
they've been hot. I think they're out for blood after last year. I think Purdue makes it at least one more round.
mm,
I hate to break it to you, Hunt, but I just think that's going to happen.
oh, I don't know.
And then another toss up, honestly, Creighton versus Tennessee, a 3 versus 2 seed.
Oh, I gotta go. I mean, I did pick Tennessee. I think I'm right or Creighton. I don't know which one. I say upset there.
I think I agree with you. I think Creighton makes a run here. I mean, they looked really good against Oregon, even though it was a double overtime win. But the fact that they won by 13 in double overtime in 5 minutes, that's putting up a lot of points in crunch time. So blood comes to blood. I think Creighton gets that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then moving on to
The
our last aspect of the bracket.
The South.
The South, Houston versus Duke.
Oh, I got Houston in the Final Four. I gotta go upset there.
You're gonna go Duke.
I don't know, maybe.
I think Houston's been pretty good.
I gotta
Duke,
take Houston.
yeah, I think I do too. I mean, Duke's a very good team, but then again, they haven't really. I mean, other than the James Madison game, they haven't really been playing that well. Um, they've been winning, but I think Houston's the better team, so I'm going to take Houston. And then on to the Cinderella of the tournament, NC State versus Marquette.
NC State upsets Marquette.
I do agree with you. Um,
Speaking
Colorado
of,
kind of. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was about ready to tease you about that.
Yeah, Colorado got a close game, fought really hard. Um, I wish that was the Cinderella going into the Sweet 16, but I think UNC is kind of unstoppable. I'd love to see them make it to the Elite Eight. Their games have been really fun to watch, so that's going to be another one that I'm going to enjoy to watch.
So I'm gonna say NC State and Houston Elite Eight.
I agree. I think NC State, Elite Eight. Um, I hope their Cinderella story continues, so I'm going to be rooting for them. And only time will tell where they go.
That's right. Then I don't know about the other side of the Elite Eight on the East side. I
East
gotta go.
side will
I'm gonna have to
be,
go UConn and either Illinois or Iowa State.
I think it'll be a UConn Iowa State 1-2 seed in the Elite Eight.
Yep.
Going
And
down to
then
the West, we got North Carolina, Alabama, and Arizona and Clemson.
I'm gonna have to go where I gotta go with upsets there. So I'm gonna say Clemson, North Carolina.
I agree. I like North Carolina, Clemson in the Elite Eight as well. Then on to our last side, Purdue, Gonzaga, and Creighton and Tennessee.
Uh, I still go Gonzaga and Creighton Elite Eight.
I like Creighton, but I like Purdue. I like their run so far.
Nope, nope, nope. Mm-mm. Not a
But
fan of Zach Edey.
and then the other kind of interesting things that's been happening in this bracket in this tournament that we kind of talked about before the podcast started was all the referee stuff that's been going on.
Oh, that's been a chaotic man. I
I
gotta
mean,
say that.
you sent me the link about what was it? It was
I think somebody got. I think one of them got taken out. I think. I'm not
wasn't
sure
it
what that.
wasn't it the Alabama Charleston game?
I think
Um,
so.
I think it was the for the viewers that don't know what we're talking about. In the first round, Alabama played Charleston, and one of the referees for the game was replaced midway through. And it was announced a few days ago that the reason for the withdrawal of that referee was because that ref had affiliations with Charleston, I believe. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that ref got her master's degree from Charleston. So there was some bias there. They're supposed to
Yeah, in the women's
announce
tournament,
any.
I see it.
Oh, it was the women's tournament.
Yeah,
Okay.
NC State women and Chattanooga.
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga,
Okay.
yeah,
So
Chattanooga.
I was on the wrong tournament, women's tournament, but still pretty big news. I mean, that that kind of should have been announced. There shouldn't be any bias going into a tournament, and you never know what the end goal of that was. Maybe it could have just been a overlooked thing, um, or maybe it has some stuff behind it, but it's just interesting with such a big tournament being viewed by so many people that that kind of thing could slip by unnoticed.
Yeah. At first I actually thought it was the men's tournament. I was like, okay, never mind. It was the women's.
I thought it was the men's too, but interesting stuff like that. And then in the first and second round, we had some interesting calls. I there was some interesting calls that people were blowing up on Twitter about. I saw, Big Cat from Barstool, PFT from Barstool, kind of blowing up about all those kind of calls. Um, you know, if you're rooting for one team, you're going to think the other team is getting favored calls, but some of those calls were pretty interesting and they're they're detrimental in this kind of tournament where some of these one shot ball games it turns it around. I do think it was the Kansas Sanford game. I think the Sanford guy got a clean block
Yeah, and they
with
blew the
14 seconds
whistle.
left. They blew the whistle. Got two free throws from it. It should have been uh, Sanford with the last possession, 1 point ball game. Um,
Hmm.
Stuff like that. It comes down to the wire, and their tournament ends up being over with.
Yeah, I saw that, and I'm just like, you have got to be kidding me.
You know, you'd think that replay would be able to pick that up in such a close game going down to the wire, but the fact that it didn't go to replay where you could easily tell that there was not a foul call or a foul caused, it was all ball, great block. It's kind of upsetting that snuck by in such a big tournament.
Hmm. That back and forth, man, both sides, back and forth.
And then another heartbreaker that we're sad to see go, number 14 seed Oakland. Um, that was a really fun game to watch them upsetting Kentucky. Um, their one D2 transfer, a fellow D2 basketball player. I played baseball, but D2 um, shooting 10 threes against Kentucky, laying them out. It's really good to see. So, you know, great tournament so far. I'm excited what happens next.
Hmm. Yeah, same here. Looking forward to another round. Looking forward to another round.
It's going to be exciting. We can't wait to break it down next week. And then you got to take a trip over to Kentucky to see Logan play. How'd that go?
Yeah. Oh, it was great, great. As you can tell, it was a pretty good weekend, as you probably saw what I sent you. Yeah, it was great. Friday's or Saturday, excuse me. Saturday's doubleheader. All right. I mean, there's a lot of things that they did clean up, got clean up, but yeah, it was great, great man, great atmosphere. I mean, great team. Continue to play together, man. You gotta love the team. It's great. Logan did all right. Logan did all right Friday. Saturday, okay, I guess. And then we left after the first game, uh, Sunday, and then they lost that one. Then almost won the game on the second side, but I left. I was on the road heading home. Um, I kept hearing my mom and dad just blurring out, "Oh, this happened." I'm like, "What is going on?" And then it's like, and then dad looks at me, and goes, "We are not going to another game." I'm like, "Why?" And he goes, "He's playing better without us." I'm like, "You gotta be kidding me." So yeah, but hey, we're making another Easter weekend trip to Ohio. I'm actually, so it's gonna be a lot different this Easter because I usually have you at my Easter. So yeah, we got to share.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a lot different.
I'm an honorary both family member, and this year I get kicked to the curb. You guys are going to a baseball game. I'm just being left out to dry.
I tell you what, you said you are gonna try to go to Michigan for a game, right?
I'm gonna try to. I would really like to make it out for either conference tournament. Yeah, he has another season, so won't make it out to senior year this year, but next year we'll try to make it up for that because that's a pretty big moment being done and all that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I definitely want to try to get up there. I know I'm going to try to get up at least for the golf outing in the fall. That'll be fun for me. I heard it's beautiful up there in the fall. But yeah, no, I hope the timing works out to where I can get up there and see good old Midland.
Yeah, that place is clean. It's clean. Went to the downtown area back last August because we were looking at go up there for something. I forget what it was. I think it was for his housing or whatever. Yeah, housing. And we go downtown, and I'm just like in the square. I'm just like, this place is clean. and I couldn't believe it. I was like, there's like flower plants as you go drive down like the whatever down in town or whatever, and I'm just
Yep.
like, this is freaking sick. I'm like, this is amazing. But yeah, you have to come to a game this year. I have to see. I know his home games after the week after this upcoming week. I know it's the next Friday and Saturday ish. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you have to come up there this season, Garp. You have to come on up.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how clean is Quincy compared to Midland? Rate Quincy and then rate Midland.
I gotta go with Midland.
Okay.
I gotta go with Midland.
By a long shot?
Oh yeah, long shot, shot. But hey, I love the tri-states. I love being in the tri-states, man. But yeah, I gotta go with Midland, man.
Awesome.
I gotta go with Midland. It's clean, clean town. Gotta love it. Now we're on to your favorite one, Shohei Ohtani news that you wanted to bring up.
Yep. So
Wow.
very, very interesting. Being a baseball fan, I woke up early to watch the 5 a.m. games when they were playing in Korea. And
Mm.
as some of y'all will know, they played their first game in Korea early Wednesday morning. And I was watching the game, and Shohei was in the dugout chatting up, and I see him normally, as he would, be chatting with his interpreter. So I thought it was a little shocking to see later Wednesday the news break that allegedly the interpreter was stealing money from him, upwards of $4.5 million. So this seemed a little fishy, to say the least. I've seen a bunch of interpretations, people's opinions on it. The past 4 days, Ohtani came out and had a press conference this morning or yesterday, yesterday, I believe, talking about it. And you know, just all the chickens in the line are not getting completely straight. It came out that the interpreter, in my opinion, this is my opinion, the interpreter was making anywhere from 300 to 500,000 a year being in the interpreter. So any, I just think it's a little fishy that you wouldn't notice $4.5 million going missing. That's all I'm going to say.
Hmm.
I think
Yeah.
that's a little interesting. Um, I'll be interested to see when all the facts come out. Um, but you know, something's going on that we haven't really been told yet. Something's hasn't came out yet that we don't fully understand. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens um, going forward.
Hmm. Yeah, I just as I got that notification on my phone, I was like, "You have got to be kidding me!"
It was just
I'm like,
interesting that allegedly he's been kind of under investigation, or Ohtani's lawyers have known about it for a while now, and you would think that if this was kind of unfolding, Ohtani would kind of try to distance himself and not be chatting up, smiling in the dugout hours before the news breaks. Um, and then the fact that the interpreter has had multiple stories come out, and then the stories are changing um, to favor instead of it started off with Ohtani helping out pay off the debt to now Ohtani had nothing to do with it and didn't know about it. Um, it's just getting a little gray, and I'm not liking it.
hmm. Another baseball news is it just popped up earlier. My St. Louis Cardinals are already dealing with injuries just before opening day.
Yep, I saw that too, and I saw that in Cardinal news. There are some predictions that if the Cardinals get in trouble first half and don't do as good, that the first person on the trade block might be Goldschmidt.
Mm.
So hopefully things kind of turn
I don't
out.
want to lose him. I don't want to lose him.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked to see that. I mean, Goldschmidt is a key part. He is getting a little bit older, but he's a key first baseman, key part of that team. So to see that news kind of shocked me. Um, but hopefully they figure it out. They definitely haven't been doing too good in spring training, but they won today. So,
Yeah, beat the boring Chicago Cubs.
yep,
Who knows? I'll sure be at a game this year. I'll
yep,
sure be at a game this year. I know them in Colorado play at Busch this year. I know that.
yep. I'm gonna try to go down again. As you know, we went down together, and my Cardinals couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, you're actually a Rocky fan. You said just said you're.
Colorado Rocky. I mean, I'm a Colorado fan all through and through, but it'd be nice to see the Rockies win for once and not go 50 and
Nope,
100.
not happening.
But in other news, you wanted to talk about the lineup of concerts coming up.
Oh, oh yeah. I can't believe about that. There's a lot out there. There's a
Where
lot.
where where are you heading this summer?
I mean, you probably seen it, but I'll be attending the Rob Zombie Alice Cooper show this summer. Actually, it's in September, actually Labor Day weekend.
Nice.
But I will be attending the Gym City summer concert series, the rock ones, the 2 days at Lincoln Park,
Yep.
and then I don't know I don't know I can't I can't spend anymore, so I don't know. I would me and you should go out to one up in Michigan because I heard that venue. I seen that venue is nice.
Yep, I've heard the same thing. I'm open to anything as long as my schedule allows.
That's right. It depends on mine as well. I gotta keep an eye on my schedule. But yeah. There's a lot of good shows. I saw the I Prevail Hailstorm is gonna be in St. Louis as well. Gonna have to pass. And then Five Finger Death Punch, Marilyn Manson Slaughter to Prevail. I could not believe when I saw that Marilyn Manson was back out on tour, and I was just like, "Oh, he's out of jail." I was like, "Oh, okay." That surprised me as that popped up right on my
Yeah.
Facebook. I was like, "You have got to be kidding me! He's out of jail."
Well, that would be a good one too.
Yeah, I know. That one's actually on a Saturday, thank God. But
Don't have to
but
take
yeah,
time off for that.
but yeah, but yeah, mom and dad are probably going. Dad's actually got quite a few this summer. He'll go to Gym City with me, and then they'll go to that. Him and mom will go to Def Leppard Journey at Busch Stadium
That'll be cool.
with some friends, and then I forget where else. I think that's. Oh, then he's going, and he is going to attend that Rob Zombie Alice Cooper show with me.
Nice.
but but yeah, I told him where our seats were. I said, "Hey, you're lower this time, bud. So you're gonna see it closer up to you from where you're at."
Compared to the
But
Slipknot concert last year.
2 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I know. He was so upset. He's like, "We should have gotten down lower." I'm like, "You told me to get up here in the higher level." But yeah, that old Slipknot, man. You if you're into a Slipknot show, you all got to attend that. That is nuts. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'll make a fourth show out for me. I'm not. I gotta see first. I gotta wait on that. But I don't know. I don't know. I told Dad I'd like to go out to Michigan for one. If I'm not sure. I'm not sure when that. When did Logan say that golf outing was? Probably like
That's
September 26th or around there.
Yeah, it's like end of September, early October or something.
Okay, because I saw. Even though I just said it earlier, probably everyone's probably seen it, but Corn is going to be up there. I saw up there with several with two others, and I was like, that's got to be the weekend of that golf outing. I figured, if I'm right. But yeah, I actually would like to see old JD, Jonathan Davis, man. He's incredible. Uh,
Well, you got your schedule full, that's for sure.
I know I got my schedule full. But yeah, if you folks have seen all the lineups and stuff get posted all over socials, yeah, it used to be interesting, but yeah, there's a lot. I did. Most people have seen that be free to go watch also the Eras Tour movie of Taylor Swift's if you all are interested in that. I even though I already seen it, I actually watched a little bit of it again. I gotta get into the rest of it still. Even though I did watch it, even though I did see it in theaters, but I don't know. I'll try to get into the extended version. That way I can list all the other ones that were onto that lineup set list as well. So yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, if you got you Swifties out there, you have spare time and don't have anything going on, yeah, be free to go on Disney Plus and watch the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie. It's great. Carp, I gotta tell you, you gotta watch it.
I'll pass. I am not a Swiftie, so I will pass.
oh, oh man, I could not believe I got myself into that because someone was literally telling me, asking me if I would go. I'm like, I guess I'll try to see how this goes, and then I sit there at the theater like, this is insane. I couldn't take it anymore. But yeah, that's been great. Been great. Her and Travis Kelsey are enjoying a nice little trip in the Bahamas. It looked like
How
I
are
was
they?
singing. They're enjoying it. Looks like that's good. Spend time together during the off season.
Yep.
And you know how Logan will feel about that.
Yeah.
He constantly starts complaining about it. I'm like, you gotta love it. You gotta love it, but you gotta love it.
How are your
Oh,
Blues been doing?
the Blues, man. Lost, man. They lost Monday night. Oh wait, yeah, Monday night. Uh, to the
Currently
Golden.
fifth
That
in the Western Conference or in the
I
Central
want
Division.
I want to make the playoffs. I want to see the Blues make the playoffs again.
Well, it looks like
That.
they gotta do something about it.
Mm-hmm. How about Frank the Tank's Devils? I'm not sure if they're gonna make the playoffs. I'm not sure. He's been all
No, they're sixth right
all
now in the
upset,
Metro
all
League.
upset,
They
all
haven't been
upset.
eliminated yet. The only teams eliminated so far from playoffs in hockey are the Sharks, the Ducks, the Blackhawks, and the Blue Jackets.
How about your Avalanches?
First in the Central.
Boo.
Colorado sports, man, basketball and hockey. That's all we got. No football and no baseball.
Mhm. That's correct. That is correct. Well, it's been a great one today. Great podcast this day. We will definitely break down the Elite Eight next week on the next one. Which would be I'm not sure when the next one will be. Carp, what's the next date?
I think the next date for us is going to be April 2nd. By the
April
time
2nd.
that we have our next, so we'll be posting on the 3rd of April. By the time the next one comes out, the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight will have been completed, and we will be 3 days away from the Final Four. And we should actually the national championship will have also been concluded at the end of next podcast. So we'll have a lot to dive in the next 2 weeks, which is fun. And then we got Major League Baseball starting up. The draft
Go
is coming up
Cardinals.
too for the NFL. Playoff hockey is right around the corner. Playoff basketball is right around the corner for the NBA. So we got a lot of stuff that we can still dive into, but it's going to be a fun next few weeks diving back into March Madness and talking through what we predicted and what upsets happen. So I'm excited. I know Hunt's excited, and we really appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yeah, appreciate everyone tuning in. Once again, if you all have not joined the fan page on Facebook, feel free to join. Carp, I still got to add you as an administrator on there as well. Mission. I keep forgetting to add you as that too, along with me in it. But yeah, if you all have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, the Hunt V Show, feel free to. We are continuing to get some sponsors, as I keep saying, Mountain Dew Zero Sugar, even though that's getting worked on still. Um, even though I'm continuing pushing for that. Also merchandise. It's getting worked on, so I gotta get that taken care of still. I'm working on it. But yeah, so long. Well, yeah, we'll see y'all next week or so. Yeah, that's correct. Yep, next week. We'll see y'all next week, and thank you all for tuning in to today's Hunt B Breakdown.